Hello, guys, and welcome to Football Fan Den UK. Hope you guys are well today. Apologies, I'm late for this one, guys. Had a real problem finding the channel with it on, but we're here now. We are 7 minutes in, and it's still 0-0. So, ball's out of play on this near side for throwing to Burnley as it's headed up into the by Preston. Preston challenging for it there, sorry, coming away with it there as Burnley challenged for it. It's played back to the halfway line. Scrappy start to this game so far, as you might imagine, with it being a Lancashire derby. Now the ball played back into the middle as it's worked out wide on the far side. Preston just managing to retain it there as Burnley come to challenge for it. It's played back to the goalkeeper. And now Preston playing it out wide on this near side. Burnley coming to press the ball as it's chipped forward and it's gone out of play on this near side for a throw-in. And Jonathan is saying Wrexham 3, Bolton 0 face. Blue, well, obviously I'm concentrating on this game at the moment. Jonathan, but welcome to the show, mate. Hope you're well. Now the ball played back to the halfway line as Burnley now with the possession. It's played out wide on this near side before they just cut it back there to their centre-backs. So we have Bolton playing Wrexham at half past. Now the ball played back into the Burnley half. It's chipped forward. As now Preston managed to intercept it. Ben is saying Millwall are screwed. Gaz, how you doing, Ben? Welcome to the show, mate. Missed you last night in the predictions league. You need to get it. Well, you're going to miss out on these two games now. What have already kicked off. But go and drop your predictions in for the other one on that stream. We did it last night. You should be able to find it on the channel under the community section, mate. But welcome to the show, Ben. Now the ball chipped forward as Burnley knock it away. It's headed into the middle. Now, Preston trying to challenge for it. Burnley managing to retain it. It's played out wide on the far side. It's now there's a coming together there, and the ball just gets away from them. It's gone out of play. Ben is saying Liam Roberts got a red card. Millwall goalkeeper. Oh, that's a bad. Yeah, that's not good, is it? Ben is saying within 7 minutes. Well, obviously I missed that because I had a real trouble trying to find this game today, guys. That's why I was late on. It was supposed to be on BBC iPlayer, but it's not. So I had to look for other channels. But yep, sorry to hear that, mate. And Stevie's saying hello, Gaz and Sharp. Thank you, Stevie. Burnley. Burnley Unite. How you doing, mate? Welcome to the show. Welcome to Football Fan Den UK. Burnley Unite saying up the Clarets. How are you doing, mate? Welcome to the show. And welcome to the Fan Den community. Pleasure to have you with us. Well, as they're coming together, the referee's given a foul, so it's going to be a free kick to Preston. So Preston have got a free kick on this near side, right near the corner flag. It's about a yard in front. Ben saying Metata looks seriously injured. I'm sorry to hear that, mate. So Preston now with the free kick on this near side. It's crossed into the box, headed away. As Preston win it back further up the field. Now it's chipped forward as Preston with a shot. And the goalkeeper manages to get down low and make the save. And that relieves the pressure momentarily for Burnley. If you just joined us, guys, please do hit the like button if you could. And thank you very much if you have already. We are just coming up to 12 minutes gone, still 0-0. Now Burnley playing the ball out wide on this near side. As they come forward now, Preston just being pushed back into their own half. Burnley just cutting it back inside there. Now Burnley on the edge of the centre circle. It's played out wide on the far side. As they just cut it back there, and it's played back to their centre-backs midway inside their own half. Now the ball worked out wide on this near side. As it's played forward, Preston coming to challenge for it. Burnley managing to retain it, just playing it back to their centre-backs there. just outside their own box. Now they switch the play out wide on the far side, coming forward as Preston come to challenge. Burnley managing to retain it, played into the centre circle. Now the ball played forward as Preston challenge for it, and the referee blows for the foul. So that's going to be a free kick to Burnley, just on the edge of the centre circle inside the Preston half. Ben saying Metatar is being carried off. Palace 11. Palace 11. What? He's been getting help for like 8 minutes. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, mate. We wish him a speedy recovery. Although that game easy for everybody to access in the UK, this one's not. Now the ball with Burnley on this halfway line, on this near side. Preston come to challenge for it, and the referee's given another foul here. So it's a free kick to Burnley. Well, we wish him well, Ben. Let's hope that turns out to be not as serious as it looks. Or as it sounds from what you're telling me anyway. Now, Burnley playing the ball back into the middle. Oh, they've lost it here. It's now Preston trying to get on the attack. They knock it forward on that far side. It's intercepted by Burnley. Now Burnley getting on the attack on the far side. And again, another coming together. Some scruffy, scrappy challenges going on in this one. So now the ball played back to the keeper. It's knocked down the centre of the field. Preston intercept it. Now Preston on the edge of the centre circle. It's played out towards the far side. Just cut back there as you play it back to their centre backs. Now the ball with Preston as they play it back out wide again on the far side, but closed down by Burnley. Preston managing to retain it though. And it's now Preston just playing it back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper now with a long ball knocked out wide to this near side. Both sets of players trying to win it there, but it just gets away from them as it goes out of play for a throw in on this near side to Burnley. Ben saying, yep, hope so. Absolutely, mate. Yep, we wish him well. Always sad to see players getting seriously injured at any time in a game, but definitely not at the start is a bad way. But it does happen a lot at the start of games, doesn't it, to be fair? Ball back in play. It's now Burnley playing it back to the keeper. It's knocked out wide on this near side as they play it forward. It's won back by Preston. And eventually Burnley challenge for it. And it's gone out of play there for another throw in on this near side. Pitch side is with us saying, all right, how you doing, pitch side? Welcome to the show, mate. And welcome. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good day. Pitch side saying, got off to a great start yesterday with the 2-0 prediction. Right, I told you about strong defence. You did, mate, you did. Now the ball knocked down the field as Preston had it on. Now the ball chipped out towards the far side as Burnley managing to retain it. Now Burnley with the possession as they come inside. Racing into the centre circle. Preston trying to challenge for it. Burnley managing to retain it as now they work it out wide on this near side. Burnley coming forward as Preston come to press the ball and force Burnley to just play it back to the halfway line. Jonathan is saying, Ben, just saw the challenge kick to the head. Oh, that's bad. Deserved the red card. Yeah, absolutely. Well, if he's booting him in the head. Obviously, I've not seen it, but I'll have a look later if I get a chance. But from the way you're describing it, sounds like a vicious one. Now the ball on this near side as Preston chip it forward. Burnley managing to get back and intercept it just on the edge of their own box. As they cut it back there, Preston coming to press the ball. as Burnley work it out wide on this near side. It's played forward as Preston challenged for it. Burnley managed to retain it though. It's now Burnley coming forward, but challenged there by Preston, and the referee's blown for a foul, so it's going to be a free kick on this near side. Jonathan saying, unluckily, really, as goalkeeper won the ball, but that's followed that following leg. Oh, obviously, I've not seen it. Pitchside saying, well, he didn't mean to do it, Ben. He just tried to get the ball away. So you guys talking about the other game. And Ben saying, I saw he won the ball. The follow-up was bad. Now the ball on this near side with the free kick as it's knocked long down the field. Headed on there, but it just bounces back to the goalkeeper, and that relieves the pressure momentarily for Preston. So Preston now to play out from the back as they work the ball out wide on the far side. Burnley coming to press the ball. It's just cut back there as they play it back to the goalkeeper. Now the ball knocked long down the field by the keeper as Burnley head it back into the Preston half. Both sets of players trying to win it on that far side as Burnley managed to retain it. Now it's played back into the edge of the centre circle as they work it out towards this near side. Preston coming to press the ball. Willie is with us. Willie saying, evening, fellas. How you doing, Willie? Welcome to the show, mate. Hope you're well, and a pleasure to have you with us, mate. And Pitchside saying, what's the score in this one, guys? Still 0-0 at the moment. We're just coming up to 20 minutes gone. It's been a scrappy start so far. Goalkeepers blast the ball out of play on this near side, so that's going to be a throw into Burnley midway inside the Preston half of the field. Yeah, scrappy start so far. Pitchside saying, all right, Willie. Awesome. Thank you, Pitchside. Top man. Loving the positive vibes. And Jonathan saying, League One, latest Wrexham, Neil Bolton, Neil. Thank you, Jonathan. Now the ball on this near side as Preston knock it long down the field. It's intercepted there comfortably by the goalkeeper on the edge of the Burnley box. So Burnley now to play out from the back. Full house for this one, guys. It looks like every stand full at Preston. So good attendance from both fans, as you might expect in a Lancashire derby. Now the ball played down this near side as Burnley coming towards the edge of the box here. Preston try and challenge. Burnley managing to retain it here as he just cut back inside. Now looking to get some space as they get the shot off, but it's a wild. Well, that's if there was a goal on top of the goal, he wouldn't have scored that. That was a bit. That was a little bit poor, that really. He was looking for the space, kept running along the edge of the box, but eventually just blasted it well up into the sky, over the top of the crossbar. And I think it's gone back into the top row of the fans. Willie with a thumbs up. Awesome, top man. Thank you, Willie. Hope you're well, mate. And Jonathan also welcoming. Willie said, evening. It's afternoon, mate. What part of the world you in? Thank you, Jonathan. Top man, loving the positive vibes. Ball knocked out wide on this near side. It's played forward by Preston. As both sets of players trying to win it there. It's headed up into the air. Burnley chipping it forward as it's eventually intercepted on that far side. Now Burnley coming away with it as they just play it back to the goalkeeper. Preston coming to press the ball. Burnley managing to retain it as they knock it down this near side ball there. It's blocked off by Preston, and that's gone out for a throw-in on this near side to Burnley, deep inside their own half of the field. I can't actually remember, Jonathan. I can't actually remember which part of the world Willie's in, to be honest. He is He has been on Fan Den a few times before, but obviously not seen him properly for some time to talk to. So I can't remember, to be honest, where he is in the world. Now the ball chipped down this near side as Preston head it back towards the halfway line. Both sets of players scrapping for it there. As the referee blows for a foul, and that's going to be a free kick to Preston, just inside their own half on the edge of the centre circle. Willett is saying, feels like evening, been up since 4. Ah, right, you had an early start to the day today, mate. I imagine it does if you've been up that early. What have you been up that early for, Willie? You been at work or something this morning, mate? Or just couldn't sleep? I've got another foul on the far side here. A lot of scrappy challenges, as you might expect in this one. We are currently on 23, well, just coming up to 24 minutes gone. It's a free kick on the far side for Preston inside the Burnley half. Still 0-0. Don't forget, guys, if you could, please do hit that like button. And thank you very much if you have already. Appreciate it, guys. Now Preston playing the ball in towards the edge of the centre circle. It's knocked long down the field as it goes straight out of play there. And that's going to be a goal kick for Burnley. Now the ball with Burnley as they play it out wide on the far side. It's knocked forward as Preston challenge for it. Burnley managing to retain it there as they just play it back into the middle. Now it's worked back out wide on the far side as Preston just sitting off here. Burnley now managing to play it back to the edge of their own box as they knock it long down the field. It's headed back in the direction where it came from by Preston, but they're unable to keep the ball. They quickly challenge and win it right back there inside the centre circle and knock it back to the goalkeeper. Neither team able to keep hold of the ball at the moment, to be fair, guys. Apart from at the back. As soon as they try and come forward, both teams closing each other down and not letting each other have time on the ball. Preston now playing it forward on that far side. It's intercepted there by Burnley. Now Burnley just playing it back to their defensive line as they knock the ball forward again. And Preston managing to win it as they come away with it. And now Preston just playing it all the way back to their goalkeeper. That's kind of a pattern of how it's gone so far. And I think if this one's going to get one, I think it's going to be it could be just a smash and grab late on from either team. Now the ball knocked down the field as both sets of players trying to win it there. And eventually it's headed out of play on the far side for a throw-in. So throwing on the far side for Burnley. It's played into the centre circle. Now Burnley on the attack as they race forward. Preston coming to press the ball there, but Burnley managing to retain it. Sorry, guys. Burnley on this near side. I'd say now trying to play it forward, but closed down by Preston. Ball played to the byline, and there's a coming together there. Referee's blown for a foul. And I think we've got a card. Yep, somebody's getting booked. So free kick to Burnley. Oh, that's a poor delivery. It's knocked away. Now the ball played down this near side as it's knocked back up the field. Preston intercept it there. Now Preston on the halfway line. Play it back out wide on this near side, but Burnley come to challenge, and Burnley have ended up deflecting it out of play there. So it's a Preston throwing about 5 yards inside the Burnley half, close to the halfway line. So throwing now to Preston. It's knocked down the field. Still 0-0 in the other game, guys. Palace v Millwall. As they're coming together here. And another yellow card it is for Burnley. Spare me a second. It is Lucas Perez that's got booked for that challenge, and I'm just going to check the other one because we did have another one. So we've had in the last couple of minutes we've had a booking for either team. We're at the other end of the field. We had one for Preston's Staffan Tattoo. I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it. Bararison. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Not a player I'm familiar with. We've just had a booking for Lucas Perez. So both teams picking up a yellow card. And now we've got the free kick for Preston. It's just outside the Burnley box, about 20 yards from the goal, slightly out to the far side. So just bear with me a second, guys. I'll come back to the comments in a moment. As now Preston with a shot. Oh, and it's into the top corner of the net. 30 and a half minutes gone. And Preston draw first blood, smashing it high into the top of the top corner of the net from the free kick. Getting it over the wall. What a goal that was. That's an FA Cup classic. That's a peach of a goal. Right over the top of the wall and into the top corner of the net. Goalkeeper went the right way, but couldn't keep it out. Beautiful goal. That is definitely an FA Cup classic. Jamie is with us. Jamie saying, hey, guys, how are you and Becky? Yeah, I'm doing good, thank you, Jamie. Yep, Becky's doing well, thank you. Hope you and Megan are well, mate. Missed you last night on the predictions thing, but you can nip across and go and drop your predictions in for the games that have not played. If you've not seen it, mate, we did a predictions show last night. Very short show last night. But I thought you might have seen it afterwards. But obviously, maybe you was busy or something. But go and drop your predictions in for the games that have not kicked off on that one, mate. But yeah, doing good. Thank you, Jamie. Hope you and Megan are well, mate. Welcome to the show. Pleasure as always. Now the ball on this near side with Burnley. As Burnley now just cutting it back. Preston coming to challenge for it. Kurdistanian e-paper. How you doing, mate? Welcome to Football Fan Den UK. Hope you're well and a pleasure to have you with us. Welcome to the Fan Den community. Pleasure. Kurdistan e-paper saying match watch along. Yep, match watch along. Welcome to the show, mate. Hope you're well. Now Preston with the possession on the edge of their own box. It's chipped down the field. Burnley heading it down on this near side. No, it's knocked out of play on this near side. Jamie saying, hi, Willie. How are you, mate? And hi, Jonathan. How are you, mate? Awesome. Thank you, Jamie. Loving the positive vibes. Jamie saying, we're doing great, thanks. Good to hear, mate. And Jamie saying, I gone to the game last night. Yep, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. I thought maybe you might see it when you get... I thought you might be out or something, but obviously I did say if you saw it afterwards, just drop your predictions in, but obviously I presume you didn't go on YouTube when you came back home. So no worries, mate. No worries. Just go and drop your predictions in for the games that haven't played yet. That way you can still get some points on the board for this round. Now Burnley coming forward into the middle of the park as Preston try and challenge for it. Burnley charging forward down the centre. It's worked towards the edge of the box. Burnley now looking for an opportunity, but Preston just managed to make the challenge as they blast the ball away up the field. And now Burnley intercept it as they just play it back to the goalkeeper. Now Burnley to play out from the back. It's played out wide on the far side. There you go. Jonathan replying to Jamie saying, all good, thanks. Good to hear, mate. Good to hear. We've got another coming together here on the far side of the field. And Preston player down. So another booking going to happen here, I think. Well, he's actually put the challenge in. It's so scrappy in this game. Can't see absolutely every challenge, but he's the one that's actually... Oh, actually, I don't know, actually. It's the Burnley... He's put the Preston player has gone into the challenge, but he's actually come worst off from it, from the Burnley player kicking him in the shin. Now the ball knocked down the field as it bounces out of play there. And that's going to be a goal kick to Burnley. Now the ball worked out wide on the far side. It's played forward as Preston come to challenge for it. Burnley managing to retain it. It's just cut back there as they managed to keep the possession. It's Josh Brownhill that's been booked with that yellow card. Now Preston winning it back on the edge of the centre circle. As Burnley again challenge for it, and it's right on the edge of the centre circle, pretty much bang on the halfway line. The referee's going to blow for the foul again. Burnley in danger of totting up the yellow cards here. Well, this time he's just giving him a warning. I think the referee did consider whether to book him there. So that's going to be a free kick to Preston. Ball played out wide on the far side. Now it's knocked up towards the edge of the box. As Preston trying to get the cross in, but Burnley just managed to win it back before they could get the shot off. Now Burnley trying to play out from the back as they work the ball out wide on this near side. It's chipped forward down the field, headed back in the direction it came from. As now Preston win it back inside the centre circle. Just to let you guys know, Crystal Palace have taken a lead against Millwall, so it's Palace 1, Millwall 0 in the other FA Cup tie kicking off early on. In the English Championship, guys, Blackburn 0, Norwich 0, Leeds 1, West Brom 0, and Oxford 0, Coventry City 1. In League One, guys, Birmingham City have taken a lead against Wickham, and Wrexham Bolton still 0-0. And in English League 2, Salford 0, Bradford City 0. Tranmere Rovers have taken a lead against Port Vale. Ball now played out wide on this near side as they're coming together there, and the referee's blown for another foul here. Also, one other game to tell you about that's just kicked off in the English FA Trophy, guys. Sittingbourne are currently 0-0 with Aldershot Town. Yeah, just took a knock to the face there. Has he? Well, he's holding his face. Just seeing the replay, can't actually see any contact there. But he's still down on the pitch on this near side, the Burnley player. So medical staff just coming on to check him out. Pitch side still with us. Why is there only one game going on in Northern Ireland today, mate? What's that all about? Is there a cups competition? You still with us, pitch side? Let me know why there's only one game going on in Northern Ireland today. No early kickoffs in Scotland. Jamie saying, I just did it, guys. No worries, Jamie. Yeah, just letting you know so you don't miss out on any of the other games, mate. But thank you, top man. I will check it out later. Apologies. Sorry you missed the other ones, mate. It was done short notice last night, but I've been really busy. Really, as I do keep trying to be honest with you guys that I'm juggling a lot of things at the moment. So apologies, I didn't manage to do it a bit earlier to give you time, you guys time to get your predictions in earlier. But like I say, it threw me off going away last weekend. It's messed up my whole routine. So been playing catch up a bit this week. So with the Burnley player back to his feet here, he's just come off to get a drink of water. Jamie is saying, yep. Megan won 2 tickets yesterday, so we gone to game. Awesome. Now the ball played out wide on the far side as Burnley now charging forward into the Preston box. Burnley with a shot. Oh, and it's just wide of this near side post. That was a decent effort. You just couldn't get it on target. And Jonathan just telling us the scores. Yeah, I just read through them, Jonathan. Thank you, mate. Yeah, Bolton still 0-0 with Wrexham. Are you watching that game, Jonathan? What's it like? Is it end to end or is it a cagey game so far? Mr. Barnsley with us saying, afternoon all. Come on, Barnsley. How you doing, Ryan? Welcome to the show, mate. Pleasure to have you with us. Hope you're well. And good afternoon to you as well, mate. Hope you're well. Welcome to the show, Ryan. Now Burnley with a throw-in on this near side, midway inside the Preston half. It's Preston managing to intercept it there. So now they just cut it back into the middle. So Burnley won it back there. Now Burnley trying to get on the attack, quickly moving towards the edge of the box as they try and get the shot off there, but it's blocked off by Preston. And now Preston knocking the ball out wide on the far side as there's another coming together. And the referee's blown for the foul. Some of these challenges are really scruffy and scrappy. Now the ball played forward as Burnley managed to intercept it. Now Burnley playing it back down that far side, but Preston just managed to intercept it just outside their own box and play it back to the goalkeeper. Getting a round of applause from the Preston fans there, as now it's chipped out wide on this near side. Preston play it forward. Burnley managing to cut it out there, as now they play it in towards the edge of the centre circle. Now it's chipped out wide on this near side. Jamie saying, hello, Mr. 7-Up. How are you? How's it going, mate? Thank you, Jamie. Bit of friendly banter there towards Ryan. Now it's played forward. That's well, that's a poor ball. Now the ball knocked down the field there, and it's rolled all the way back to the Burnley goalkeeper. Now it's worked out wide on this near side. It's chipped forward as Preston managed to win it back. Now Preston with the possession in midway inside their own half. Burnley coming to press the ball. Long ball chipped out wide on the far side by Preston as Burnley managed to get across and intercept it. Just playing it back to the goalkeeper. Now the goalkeeper forced to knock it long down the field under pressure there from the Preston forward. As there's another coming together on the halfway line. But no foul given. And now Preston playing it in behind. Preston with a shot! Oh, and it's into the back of the net. As Preston smashed the ball in for a second goal. Burnley are stunned. Burnley frustrated because they felt they should have had a foul just before that goal. And the Burnley players all looking at the referee, stunned that he didn't give the foul. There was a foul on the halfway line. It was then played forward. There was a second foul. And then Preston didn't stop playing. They knocked the ball in behind the Burnley defence and managed to get in on goal and slotted it past the goalkeeper. Jonathan saying Wrexham 54% pass percent. Wrexham 4 shots, none on target, but 1 shot off target. Very close game. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you for giving me the insight, mate. Top man. So, yeah, that's 2-0 now to Preston. Burnley extremely frustrated with the referee. Osmajic with the goal on 44 minutes gone. Now Burnley playing it in towards the edge of the centre circle. It's knocked out wide on this near side. Thank you, Jonathan. Top man. It's played forward. As Burnley trying to get on the attack there, but quickly closed down by Preston. And now Preston win back possession. Preston knocking it down this near side. 2 minutes have been added on, guys. So they're coming together there. The referee gives the foul. That's going to be a free kick to Burnley. Don't forget, guys, if you're just joining us and you like us covering your team or this game, please do hit that like button. And thank you very much if you have already. So Burnley now with the free kick inside the Preston half. It's about halfway between the touchline on this near side and the edge of the centre circle. I would say 40, 45 yards from goal, easy. Ball crossed up into the box. As Burnley with the shot. Oh, and it's just gone wide. Well, I think that took a deflection. And that's going to be a corner to Burnley on this near side. Mr. Barnsley saying, I'm good, Mr. Sheffield United, massive. Laugh out loud. Thank you, guys. Loving the friendly banter. Thank you, Ryan. Now the ball with Burnley on this near side. It's crossed into the box, headed away by Preston. Burnley managed to pick it up just outside the box. Now Preston mugged them there. As now Preston race out wide on the far side. Burnley managed to win it back. Now Burnley trying to get up towards the edge of the box, but Preston make a last-ditch challenge on that far side as the ball goes out of play. Now Burnley with the throw-in taken quickly. It's crossed into the box, knocked away by Preston. Eventually, the ball just rolls out of play on the far side, and that's going to be a throw-in. But there's no time for the throw-in as the referee blows for the half-time whistle. And at half-time, it has finished. Preston 2, Burnley 0. And Burnley players very frustrated with the referee not stopping the play for that second goal. Can understand their frustration. But as the saying goes in football, guys, what do we always know that bites teams on the ass? And that is play to the damn whistle. Don't stop playing. You can make all the complaints you want once the whistle's gone. but don't stop playing until you hear that whistle. And Burnley made that mistake. They were looking to the referee to stop the game for that foul. He didn't. They switched off at the back, and Preston capitalised with the second goal. Let's have a look in how the halftime match stats have gone. Just bear me a second, guys. I will come to your comments in a moment, but let's just quickly have a look how the stats look at halftime. So, yeah, that was a fiery first half, guys. Really entertaining, end-to-end stuff. It's going to be an interesting start to the second half. Will Burnley get themselves back into it with a goal early on, or will Preston go on and kill the game off? We'll have to wait and see. But it's hanging on still hanging in the balance, even at 2-0, I would say, because all it takes is one goal from Burnley and it could be flipped around. We've seen it many times. What game did we do? We did a game the other day where it happened. It happened in the Wrexham game, didn't it? In the EFL Trophy with Peterborough. Peterborough looked like they were beat at half time. They were losing 2-0. They came out fired up in the second half, got it back to 2-2 with a late goal in added on time, and then won it on penalties. So, we've already seen it. That was this week. We've already seen it. Anyway, guys, let me read out the halftime match stats. This is how the game has gone so far in numbers. So, total shots, 4 for Preston, 4 for Burnley. Shots on target, 3 for Preston, 1 for Burnley. Possession, 42% for Preston, 58% for Burnley. Passes, 162 for Preston, 213 for Burnley. Pass accuracy, 72% for Preston, 79% for Burnley. Fouls, 9 against Preston, 10 against Burnley. Yellow cards, 2 for Preston and 2 for Burnley also. No red cards, thankfully. Offsides, 2 against Preston, none against Burnley. And corners, none for Preston, just the 1 for Burnley. Quick look round the grounds, guys, with the dinner time kickoffs at the FA Cup. It's now Crystal Palace 2, Millwall 0. Obviously, other 2 FA Cup games kicking off later on this afternoon. In the English Championship, guys, currently Blackburn 0, Norwich City 0. 38 minutes gone in that one. Leeds 1, West Brom 0. 37 minutes gone in that one. Oxford 0, Coventry City 1. 37 minutes gone in that one. In English League 1, Birmingham 1, Wycombe Wanderers 0, 36 in that one as well. Wrexham 0, Bolton 0, that one's on 38 minutes. And in English League 2, Salford City 1, Bradford City 0, and Tranmere Rovers 1, Port Vale 1. And finally, one game to tell you about in the English FA Trophy, Sittingbourne 0, Aldershot Town 0. Oh, that can't be right. It's still telling me 2 minutes. Let me just refresh that. That's a quarter-final game, that. Sorry, guys. Just bear with me. I'm just making sure that's up to date because that was saying 2 minutes. It was saying 2 minutes. 2 minutes a while back. So I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if that's it might be a computer glitch there, I think, possibly. I just clicked that damn thing. Burnley United is saying the racist clown strikes again. Hopefully, Hannibal gives him a smack. I don't know who you're talking about, mate. I'm not sure who you're talking about there. Jamie is saying, good to hear, Ryan, mate. Awesome. Thank you, Jamie. Top man. Jonathan is saying, Bolton 2-0 down. Didn't see that coming. I just checked that and it said 0-0 still. What's going on with this damn thing? Is it glitching out? She's still telling me 0-0. I'm still seeing 40 minutes gone, 0-0. So I don't know what's going on there. If I'm getting a computer glitch. Thank you, Jonathan. Jamie saying coffee time. Be right back. Thank you, Jamie. No worries. Jonathan saying not Bolton, Burnley. Burnley. Right. Sorry, I thought you. Oh, yeah, my bad. I thought it was got me thinking then that I've got to, but something wrong with that website. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you for correcting that, mate. Appreciate it. Mr. Barnsley saying two Sega milk, sugar and milk, please. Thank you, Ryan. Jonathan saying, Gaz, it still hurts. That Peterborough game. Yeah, sorry, I'm not meaning it to obviously remind you. I was mentioning it just to point out to the to obviously the Burnley fans listening in. That might be listening in where they're obviously feeling that they might be, the game might be getting away from them. I'm just pointing out that we know in games 2-0 is a dangerous scoreline. It can be a good scoreline, but it can also be a very dangerous scoreline. So I was just using that as an example. But yeah, my apologies, Jonathan. Just use, as I say, just using it as an example to remind Burnley fans not to count it as done just yet. Mr. Barnsley is saying Barnsley and Lincoln City today. We need 12 points. Playoffs will be back open. Well, I wish you guys the best this afternoon. Oh, that's a little bit of a local game, that, isn't it, as well? It's not quite a derby, but it's not far off a derby, is it? Barnsley, Lincoln. You're not far from each other. So, yeah, good luck with that today. Ryan, is that your place or their place? I think it's their place, isn't it? As I was in Lincoln last week. Yeah, I'm sure they played a home game last week. Yep, so it's at your place. So, yeah, that's a winnable game for you guys at your place. Well, good luck with that, Ryan. Right, guys, I'm going to jump off and quickly grab a drink while it's the halftime break, but feel free to drop your comments in. I will read out more of your comments in a moment when I come back. I'm just going to grab a quick drink. And don't forget, guys, if you could, please do hit that like button. Thank you very much to you guys that have been kind and positive enough to do so already. I appreciate it, guys. So let me just get the radar back on the screen because I know that's got some more stats that you guys might want to look at while I just quickly grab a drink. If my computer gets with the program, there we go. Sorted. Right, guys, I'll be back in a moment. As I say, please hit the like button and feel free to drop your comments in. Would love to hear from you guys. Any of you guys listening in the background, even if you don't want to talk much, please do feel welcome to at least come in and say hi so we can welcome you to the Fanden project and the Fanden community. I'll be back in a moment, guys. Oh, sorry about that, guys. My lovely lady is making me a drink, actually. So I run downstairs and ran down to get a drink, and my lovely lady was already doing it. So thank you, darling. Uh, Ben is saying Millwall scored on goal, back to 2-1, Palace half time. Thank you, Ben. I just did read out the scores before I went to grab a drink, but it was 2-0. So 2-1 now. Awesome. Good to see Millwall getting themselves back into that one. So game on there then. West Brom have equalised against Leeds, guys. So Jamie will be happy with that one. Leeds 1, West Brom 1. Coventry 1-0 up against Oxford. Still 0-0, Wrexham Bolton. And Tranmere Rovers 1-1 with Port Vale still. And don't forget, guys, we did the Predictions League last night with a few of the fan dinners involved. If you missed it, you can go and check that out. You can still, you might not be in the table, but you can still leave your predictions for the games that have not been played yet in the comments section if you want to have a guess at what you think the results will be. We've got a little table going because we try our best to involve you guys in fandom. And if you want to see that, just go to the channel, look under the community section in the list, and you'll see that that show we did last night and the table as well. And if you like that, then maybe you can get involved in that in the future when we do more of it. Ben is saying, yeah, I'm glad we poked one back. Wouldn't have watched the second half if we didn't. Always try and have faith in your teammate. Always try and have faith. Ben saying 10 men and 2-0 down to Palace would have been bad. Very true. And Ben is saying he thinks that Plymouth will win against Manchester City. Well, going at it in the predictions on the predictions show, mate. Before that game kicks off, Ben saying, I see it happening again. Do you think so? Well, cool. Well, good shout, mate. We'll see what happens. That one don't kick off till tea time, does it? So players back out on the field. We're about to get underway for the second half. Apologies, guys. The radar, I think, is just slightly ahead of what I'm seeing on the TV. Jamie's back with us. Jamie's saying, I'm back with a coffee. Welcome back, Jamie. Pleasure to have you back with us, mate. And Jamie's saying, hi, Ben. How are you, mate? Top man. Loving the positive vibes. Thank you, Jamie. So, Preston, get us underway as they play the ball back to the goalkeeper. And Jonathan saying, I'm back with a beer. Happy Saturday, all. Take it you've got the weekend off then, Jonathan. Ball chipped out wide on the far side as it's gone out for a throw in there to Preston. Preston now take the throw in as it's played into the box and it's deflected behind. That's going to be a goal kick to Burnley. Ben saying, Jamie, I'm doing well because we pulled one back at Selhurst Park. So goal kick now for Burnley. Ball knocked down the field, headed down out towards this near side by Preston. Now Preston knocking it down the field. Burnley box as they're still coming here, Preston. Burnley trying to challenge. Preston cross it in. Goalkeeper manages to pluck the ball out the air. And that released the pressure momentarily. Now the ball worked out wide on the far side. It's intercepted by Preston. Preston cross it back in. It's knocked away again by Burnley as Burnley chip it down the field. Trying to keep the ball under pressure there, but the referee blows for the foul, and that's going to be a free kick to Burnley on that far side, midway inside their own half. Ben is saying in the 59th minute, we had 13 minutes of added on time. Right, I'm with you. Now the ball played forward, it's intercepted. That's a lot of added on time, but understandable if you had a long stoppage for that injury. Now the ball played down that far side as it's knocked out of play there, and that's going to be a throw in on the far side. So another throw into Preston here. Has he given the free kick here? No, it is a throw in to Preston on the far side, deep inside the Burnley half. Ball thrown back in as Preston play it back up the field. Jamie St. Brent, I just seen it, mate. Ball played forward as Burnley managed to win it back on that far side. Now Burnley knocking it down the field. It's headed back in the direction it came from, and the referee blows for another foul here. So free kick to Preston on the halfway line, taken quickly. It's played into the centre circle. Now chips long out wide to this near side as Preston take it to the byline. It's cut back there, crossed in as it goes right across to the other side of the box. Preston managing to retain the possession. Now Preston taking it to the byline. It's crossed in again. Still not fully cleared as eventually Burnley do manage to knock it away. And now Burnley trying to get on the counter-attack. Racing out wide on this near side as Preston quickly get back, make the challenge and manage to knock the ball back to the goalkeeper. Ben is saying Gaz Matata has made it to hospital. Well, that's good news. Let's hope he makes a speedy recovery. We wish him well. Now the ball with Preston on the edge of the centre circle. It's knocked out wide to this near side. Just cut back there as Preston play it back in towards the edge of the centre circle. Now edging the way forward. Another long ball out to this near side. Preston trying to stretch the Burnley formation. It's headed on there as Burnley knock it away. And it just comes to the touchline on this near side. Preston just managed to keep it in play. Now it's cut back towards the centre circle as Burnley latch onto it. Now Burnley with limited bodies behind the ball for Preston. Charge forward, but again, Preston just managed to make the challenge just in time as the ball rolls back to the Preston goalkeeper. Jamie saying, I'm hoping West Brom win today. Blades not asking for much. Yeah, well, they've just pulled. I saw before when I looked at the halftime scores, I saw that they'd pull one back. So 1-1 in that one. Now the ball knocked down the field as both sets of players trying to win it there. It's knocked on by Preston as Burnley try and challenge for it. Preston managing to retain it. Now Preston racing out wide on this near side as they come forward, closed down by Burnley. Preston now with a long crossfield ball out to the opposite side of the field. Really trying to stretch the Burnley formation here, Preston. It's crossed into the box, headed away by Burnley. And Burnley managed to pick it up on the edge of the box. Now Burnley trying to get on the attack as they play it out wide on this near side. Preston quickly coming across to press the ball. As Burnley try and play it forward there, but they've gifted possession back to Preston as Burnley make a rash challenge. And it's gone out of play on this near side. I'm not sure the referee's going to give the foul there or the free kick. Jonathan saying massive chance for Wrexham today. And also telling us Wickham are down to 10 men. Now the ball with Burnley on the edge of the centre circle. Preston trying to challenge for it. Burnley managed to retain it. It's played out wide on the far side. As Burnley Burnley managing to win it back there. It's played back to the goalkeeper eventually. Now Burnley trying to come forward again, but again closed down there by Preston. Ben saying, oh, yeah, Jonathan, sorry about that. ELF Cup. EFL Cup. Top man, thank you, Ben. Yeah, well, Wrexham did play well in the game. They just didn't kill it off in the second half. I think that's what cost them in the end, is fair to say, I think. But they did play reasonably well. They certainly dominated the first half. But when you let it go to a draw and it goes to penalties, then it's a cruel way to go out the cups. Ball out of play now on the far side for a throw into Preston, midway inside their own half. But thank you, Ben, top man. And Jonathan saying, no worries, top man. Thank you, Jonathan. Now the ball headed straight back out of play there as it comes back in. It's going to be another throw in, this time pretty much bang on the halfway line for Preston. Out on that far side. Ball thrown back in. It's now Preston racing towards the edge of the box as Burnley make the challenge. It's knocked away as the ball blasted up into the air. As it comes down, Paul sets the place trying to win it there. Preston managing to come away with it, but as they play it forward, it's intercepted by Burnley. And Burnley trying to get on the attack there, but it's eventually deflected out of play on the far side for a throw-in. So, yeah, just hearing some instructions there from the Preston bench. We heard him shout out, don't let him out. So that would indicate that Preston wanting to keep Burnley pressed into their own half. They're coming together on that far side as the ball comes back in. Oh, there's nothing in that. The Burnley player there faking a foul. Well, as they play it forward, they got caught offside there, Burnley. The referee gives the free kick to Preston just outside their own box. Ball knocked long down that far side as it's headed out of play. That's going to be a throw in on the far side. Just the game's just dropped off a little bit at the moment. It was intense, scrappy, and fierce and ferocious in the first half. This start of this second half, it's just dropped in intensity a little bit. Now Burnley knocked the ball down the field, trying to get on the attack here as they managed to win the ball coming into the box, but Preston managing to get bodies back behind the ball. As Burnley now with a cross in, it's headed over the top of the crossbar by Preston, and that's going to be a Burnley corner. Liam Lindsay with a much needed deflection to deflect it over the top of the crossbar. Pitch side is saying the last time Preston beat Burnley was in 2015. So this would be a lot to the Preston lads. Absolutely, yep, absolutely. Sure, I'm sure it would be, mate. Obviously, Burnley have had Premier League, been obviously playing Premier League football. Preston haven't had that luxury. So that would also contribute to the meaning of winning it. Now Burnley on the far side, taking the corner short. Managing to keep the ball here. It's crossed in as it's headed wide. And that's going to be another corner to Burnley, but this time on this near side. But yep, thank you, pitch side. You're right, mate. It will mean a lot to the Preston fans. Jamie's saying, back in a minute. Got to do something. No worries, Jamie. No worries, mate. So Burnley now with another corner on this near side. Corner comes in. It's headed away out to the far side. Ball sets the place trying to win it there as Burnley managed to come away with it. Now Burnley coming towards the edge of the box here. It's played in, knocked away again by Preston as it's blasted up into the air. Both sets of players trying to win it there as Preston come away with it. Now Preston on the attack, racing forward, space to run into here as they race up towards the edge of the box. Oh, and he's placed it over the top of the crossbar. That was a huge chance for Preston to kill the game off, but he's blazed it over the top of the crossbar. So triple substitution is coming for Burnley here. We're on 57 minutes gone. It's 2-0 to Preston. And now Burnley about to make a triple substitution. So they're clearly wanting to try and get themselves back in this one. So Josh Laurent coming on. And it's John Joe Shelby going off. Is that who he's playing for now? Ashley Barnes on and Manuel Benson off. Zian Fleming on and Lucas. I've missed his name now. Lucas. Lucas Colosio coming off. I didn't know John Joe Shelby was now playing for Burnley. Yeah, I'm disappointed with his career. It's gone flat. Now the ball with Burnley as they play out from the back. It's worked out wide on this near side. Ball played down the field. As Preston just managed to intercept it there. Now it's played forward as both sets of players trying to win it. And as they're coming together there, as the referee blows for the foul. Now Burnley with the ball crossed out to this near side, but it's a poor one as it's just gone out of play there for a throw-in. So Preston now with the throw-in on this near side. Okay, guys, deep inside their own half as the ball comes back in. They throw it long down the field. Burnley headed it back to the goalkeeper, almost putting him in trouble there. As the on-running Preston player tried to win it. And now Burnley getting themselves in all sorts of a pickle here. As they eventually knock the ball up the field. Preston challenge for it. There's a coming together there. And the referee blows for the foul. So free kick to Burnley on this near side. About midway inside their own half of the field. Burnley just cutting it back there. Play back to the goalkeeper. And Jonathan saying Wrexham Bolton has just started again. Thank you, Jonathan. Bolton just edging the game at the moment. So what? Is that possession-wise? Obviously, possession doesn't mean nothing, does it? It's about getting the ball in the back of the net. Ball has gone behind and out of play there. That's going to be corner on this near side for Preston. But yeah, thank you, Jonathan. Still 0-0 though. Still 0-0. Will we get a goal in that one, or is it going to be a show of spoils? Are you seeing what you're seeing, Jonathan? Are you feeling that Wrexham maybe having a little bit of a hangover from the disappointment of the cup game the other day, or more? Would you say Wrexham looking like they want to get back focused on the league. I don't know. Sometimes you can tell with the way the game's going whether players are looking a bit distracted. Now the ball knocked into the box. It's headed away as it's chipped out wide on this near side. Knocked back into the box as Preston have blazed it high and wide, and it's gone out for a Burnley goal kick. And Jonathan saying everything, Gaz. Most shots and most possession. Well, thank you for letting me know. Maybe you guys, like I said, maybe Wrexham are feeling still a bit hungover from the disappointment of that game the other day. You know, and that's where the coach has got to do his job, isn't it, mate? He's got to get the players' heads up and get them focused. Now Preston coming again on the far side. Cut back, ball played into the box here. As Burnley managed to come away with it. Now Burnley knocking the ball down the field. As Preston try and challenge for it. As they're coming together there, but Burnley managed to come away with it. Now Burnley knocking the ball forward. And the referee's blown for a foul there. Just to let you guys know, if you're interested, you can actually follow us on social media. We are on X, we're on Instagram, and we're on Facebook at the moment. I've actually been doing some work on Facebook recently this week, reorganizing things, trying to get things running smoother. So I have a new profile on Facebook. It's under my other project, Gazgo. You guys can follow that if you want to. It should be easy enough to find. We've got another foul here. Jonathan saying second team played Peterborough Gaz. Only 2/3 players were involved in that game. Yeah, but they could still be disappointed, mate. That's why maybe they're not performing. If they're not performing as good today, that they could be. You got to think they might be pissed off with the manager. Excuse my language, but those players that didn't play might have the ump with the manager because he didn't pick them to play. Because at the end of the day, it is a semi-final. It's a chance to go to Wembley. They've worked hard all season. They've got themselves in a good position in the league. They managed to get themselves to the semi-final. So some of those players might have their heads dropped or frustrated with the manager for not giving them the chance to play in that semi-final. Maybe there's a shot comes in there from Preston, but it's gone wide of this near side post. But yeah, I'm just pointing out that maybe some of those players might be frustrated not getting in on that game. Maybe frustrated with the manager. They might feel that the manager threw that game away because he didn't play his strongest team. You know, at the end of the day, you can understand managers playing weaker teams in the early stages of cup competitions. But once you get to the business end of a cup competition, it's the chance for players to win a trophy. Now Burnley coming forward, ball played in towards the edge of the box. Oh, they get the shot off, and the goalkeeper makes the save. It's deflected over the bar, and that's going to be another corner to Burnley. Corner comes in. Knocked up into the air as Preston eventually knock it away out to this near side. Now the ball back in play. Burnley cross it into the box. And so it's Preston that managed to intercept it. Now Preston playing the ball down this near side. It's won back by Burnley. Now Burnley on the halfway line. Ball worked out wide on this near side. That's now Burnley racing forward towards the edge of the box. Preston make the challenge, and the referee's going to give the foul and a yellow card there, and that's going to be a free kick in a dangerous position for Burnley. Jonathan saying Wrexham been struggling to score since Xmas. All right, fair enough. I would like to say I was just chucking it out there that might be, you know, players are not robots, are they, mate? They're human beings at the end of the day. So I was just pointing out there may be a bit of frustration with some of the players, the fact that the manager didn't pick them the other day. But then again, if you guys have been struggling to score since Christmas, then that would explain why you maybe not. Maybe the nerves are kicking in. I'm not sure. Obviously, I don't watch Wrexham all the time. So maybe the nerves are kicking in. Another substitution here for Burnley. It's a double substitution. Jonathan saying even the new striker Wrexham got in Jan window can't score. So double substitution there for Burnley. It is Lyle Foster coming off. Marcus Edwards coming on. Jeremy Sorrento coming off, and Jaden Bannell coming on. I'm not sure if that's pronounced how you pronounce Bannell. That's a strange name, isn't it? Unusual. So Burnley now with this free kick out of the box. There's a double wall there. The free kick taken. The wall does its job. As Burnley managed to win it back out on that far side, to just play it all the way back to the halfway line and eventually all the way back to the goalkeeper. We're on 68 and a half minutes gone, guys. Still Preston 2, Burnley 0. Now the keeper plays it out wide on the far side as Burnley knock it long down the field. Well, there's another foul given there by the referee. So free kick on the far side. Let's have a look how things are going around the grounds. Crystal Palace still 2-0, 2-1 up against Millwall. As we know, it's 2-0 to Preston here. Leeds still 1-1 with West Brom. Jamie will probably be happy there with that. Blackburn 0-0 with Norwich, and Oxford still 1-0 down to Coventry. And in League One, Birmingham 1-0 up still to Wickham. And as Jonathan just told us, Wrexham, Bolton still 0-0 at the moment. In League Two, Salford City 1, Bradford City 0, and Tranmere Rovers 1, Port Vale 1. Pitch side is saying, really surprised by Burnley today. You must have been away before pitch side. I was asking you a question before, mate. Why is there only one game going on in Northern Ireland today? I've just had a look at the fixtures before, and I noticed only one game going on in Northern Ireland today. Can you tell me why, mate? Is it a cup competition or something, or is it a break, or is there more games being played tomorrow? We've got a foul at the moment. One of the Preston players just receiving treatment. Why's my eyes suddenly gone stingy? So Brady is going off for Preston. Not sure if that's he's gone down injured, and I'm not sure if that's because of the injury. I think it is. And it's Andrew Hughes coming on to replace him. Now Burnley on the far side with the possession. Just inside their own half. They knock the ball forward. Nice 1-2 there by Burnley. Oh, that's a poor challenge by Preston. Referee blows for the foul. How's he not given that as a foul? Oh my God, is this referee a Preston fan or something, or what? That is shocking that he's not given that as a foul. Ball played down the field. As it bounces all the way back there to the Burnley goalkeeper. Now, Burnley on the far side. They just cut it back there as they play it back to the edge of their own box and eventually back to the goalkeeper. Jonathan is saying only one game because they all in the pub drinking and watching Fandon. Yeah, I'm sure. Well, the numbers don't tell that. I wish, mate. I wish. That would be nice if we did have that kind of numbers, but no. We're in the kipper at what I call the kipper part of the season, where a lot of fans' interest drops off because their teams are sitting mid-table. This is what I say. This is what I describe as the kipper part of the season now. I noticed it. We've been doing live streams now. Watch on live streams for. Oh, Preston coming forward on the far side. It's crossed into the box, and Preston has scored. Preston with the third goal. Well, Burnley have been shambolic in this second half. They haven't risen to the challenge, and Preston have managed to get the third goal. Just a long ball down the field from the back to the front, out wide on that far side. Simple cross into the box, and it's tapped into the back of the net to make it 3-0 to Preston. So, yeah, sorry, as I was saying, Jonathan, we're in the kipper part of the season now, mate, where a lot of fans, where their teams sit in mid-table or even possibly scrapping relegation, their interest drops off. Noticed it in the last 3 seasons since we've been doing the match watch-alongs consistently. Comes to February and March, and there's a noticeable drop-off of casual interest, which makes it a lot harder for me to try and grow the channel, unfortunately. But that's part of being a football YouTube channel, unfortunately. And it makes it harder for us because we're not a clan mentality channel with the club. That's why a lot of YouTubers stick to one club, because they can rely on the clan mentality to outgrow their channel. They do it the easy way, in my opinion. I don't do it the easy way. Now, Burnley with the possession on the edge of the centre circle. It's worked out wide on the far side as Preston come to challenge for it. Burnley managing to retain it there as they play it forward. Preston again come to try and win it back, but Burnley play it into the middle. Now Burnley trying to come forward, but Preston again make the challenge and blast the ball out of play on the far side for a throw into Burnley. Midway inside the Burnley half. Pitch side saying, well, there are 3 cup matches on, and 1 league match got postponed due to the pitch on. So that's why. Right. Well, I did look. Normally, it shows the cup games going on in Northern Ireland, but I'm not seeing it. Let me just double check. See, Irish Premiership. Yep. No. 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 Yeah, it's not showing me no cup games, mate. So thank you for that pitch side. I don't understand why that's not showing me the cup fixtures. So I'm just seeing the one game in Northern Ireland today, which is Collarina vs Portsdown. Your club playing Collarina today. But no listings for the cup games, mate. That's disappointing. Ball's knocked out of play on the far side again. But thank you for letting me know, pitch side. Appreciate it, mate. So another substitution here. Another substitution for Preston. Keane coming off. And Emil Reese coming on to replace him. If you just joined us, guys, don't forget, please do hit that like button if you like us covering your team or this game. Thank you very much if you've been kind and positive enough to do so already. Appreciate the support, guys. We are on 76.5 minutes gone. It's Preston 3, Burnley 0. Who would have called this one? I certainly didn't see it going 3-0. I thought this would be a tighter game than this, either 2-1 either way. Something like that, but I didn't see it being a convincing win by either team. But got to give respect to Preston; they've really gone for it this afternoon. Jonathan saying Wrexham 0-0 Bolton. 62 minutes gone. Thank you, Jonathan. Pitchside saying Preston are playing Burnley on the out the park. They are at the minute. They are, yeah. I've got to agree with you. But I'm shocked. I thought Burnley would be well up for this. Respect to Preston. Preston have took the fixture seriously. They've gone for it from the minute the first whistle went and taken the game seriously. Burnley been second best through most of the game so far. Preston have won a free kick here on the edge of the box on the far side. As the Preston players pack the box, Burnley defenders having to be switched on here for this one. Preston now with the free kick taken low and hard. It's knocked away as Preston win it back further up the field. Now it's knocked up towards the edge of the box, but it rolls right through everybody and goes out of play there. And that's going to be a goal kick to Burnley. Pitch side saying huge chance for Millwall. Should be 2-2 right now. Thank you, pitch side. Now the ball on this near side for Burnley. As Preston come to challenge, Burnley play it back into the middle. Now it's worked out wide on the far side as they chip it forward. And that's a sign of how Burnley's afternoon has gone. Ball just rolls straight through to the Preston goalkeeper. Jonathan saying, can't believe Burnley let in 3 goals. Best defence of all teams in the league. But yeah, I don't know how many changes they made. Obviously, I got on the game late because of struggling to find it. It was supposed to be on BBC iPlayer, and it weren't. It wasn't on there, so I had to look for another channel to find it. Now Preston racing forward. Ball played into the box. It's blocked up by Burnley, and that's gone behind for another corner to Preston on the far side. So corner for Preston on the far side of the field. We're into the last 10 minutes. Ball crossed in, headed away. Preston win it back outside the box. It's crossed back in, headed away again by Burnley as it comes out to the far side. Preston winning it back. Now Preston keeping the pressure on as they keep Burnley pegged into their own box. It's another ball attempted to cross in, but Burnley come away with it this time. And now Burnley trying to get on the attack, but as it's knocked up the field, it's intercepted there by Preston, who just played back to the goalkeeper. Now the ball chipped out wide on the far side. As both sets of players trying to come away with it there, but another referee blows for another foul. Still 2-1 to Crystal Palace against Millwall. Blackburn still 0-0 with Norwich. Surprised there's no goals in that one. Leeds still 1-1 with West Brom. Oxford now 2-2 with Coventry. That game's kicked into life. That was 1-0 not so long ago to Coventry. Now it's 2-2. Ball now out wide on this near side as Burnley play it forward. Preston come to challenge for it. Burnley just managing to retain it. It's now they play it forward on that far side as There's another foul given there. Now Burnley coming down this near side as Preston come to challenge. Burnley just cutting it back. Now they play it forward on this near side. It's cut back in towards the halfway line. Now switching it out wide on the far side as it's played forward. Now Burnley racing towards the edge of the box here as Preston try and challenge. Burnley managing to, they've lost it there as the ball gets away from them. Just Preston just look that little bit sharper and that little bit more focused. Burnley just huffing and puffing, but certainly not blowing the house down. Now Burnley trying to come again as they won a free kick here. Ball knocked long down the field, up towards the edge of the box. It's knocked away as Preston managed to blast the ball down the field, and it just rolls out of play on the far side for a throw-in to Burnley, deep inside their own half. Pitch side is saying, okay, just so you know, it's Arts v Logan Gal, Carrick vs Dungannon, and Crusaders v Cliftonville. Thank you, pitch side. Thank you, mate. Well, as you know, I'm trying to learn about. I'm trying to learn a bit more about the Northern Irish League, and obviously seeing results helps me learn a little bit more every time I see results, just to get an idea of which are the stronger teams in the league. And obviously, it took me a while to figure it out, but the more I keep looking out for the results, the more I'll learn about the Northern Irish League and which are the stronger teams in it, which the competitive games, which are the derby games, things like that. Obviously, I'll pick it up over a period of time and keep looking out for the results. But thank you, pitchside. Appreciate it, mate. Another substitution there as it's played forward. I'll come to the substitution in a moment, guys. It's played long down the field, and that goes all the way back to the goalkeeper there. So, substitution for Preston. It is Osmagic coming off, Evans coming on, Ladson coming off, and Greenwood coming on to replace him. Now the ball with Preston on this near side. Ball knocked down this near side as both sets of players trying to win it there, but it's just rolled out of play for a throw-in. Now Preston with the possession on this near side. They cut it back to the halfway line. It's played into the centre circle. Now it's worked out wide on the far side. Ball played forward here as Preston just managing to retain it as they cut it back slightly there. Now it's played back to the halfway line. Burnley coming to challenge for it. It's knocked down the field on the far side as Burnley head it forward there, but it's won back by Preston, and now Preston trying to keep the pressure on here as they're coming together, and the referee blows for the foul. So free kick out on that far side for Preston. Ball crossed in for Preston. Headed away by Burnley. It's knocked up the field as Preston managed to win it back on that far side. Trying to come forward here as it's crossed into the box. And it goes past everybody and bounces out on this near side for a goal kick to Burnley. There's a few players you can tell I've not watched these two teams properly for a while. Although we did do Burnley a few weeks ago, but I didn't know that they had John Joe Shelby, and I've just noticed Ched Evans also playing for Preston. See, that's what happens with the transfer window. It's just so much transfer, so many players moving about. It's difficult to keep up with everything. Now the ball on this near side for Burnley. It's crossed up to the edge of the box, headed away by Preston, but it's won back by Burnley. Now Burnley playing it out wide on the far side. Now the ball cut back. It's played towards the edge of the box here. It's the referee challenge. Well, he's given a foul there. So that's going to be a free kick. Losing my earphone again. 2 minutes remaining plus whatever added on time there is. So yeah, Preston will be into the quarterfinals. Now the ball knocked down the field. As both sets of players trying to win it there. It's knocked out of play on the far side. The referee, I think, he's given the foul that. Ball not long up to the halfway line. It comes out to this near side. Both sets of players trying to win it there as Preston managed to come away with it. Now Preston playing the ball forward as they race towards the edge of the box here. Burnley trying to challenge. They managed to put the foot in there, but as they knock it away, the referee blows for another foul. So still 2-1 to Palace against Millwall. And in the English Championship, Coventry have taken the lead against Oxford. So it's now Oxford 2, Coventry City 3. Leeds still 1-1 with West Brom. Birmingham 1-0 up against Wickham still, and Wrexham Bolton still 0-0. Salford City now 1-1 with Bradford City, and Tranmere Rovers 1-1 with Port Vale in League 2. Ball knocked out wide on the far side. It's played down the field as it just bounces out of play there, and that will be a goal kick to Preston. We're into added on time, guys. Don't forget, before you leave, please do hit the like button if you could, and thank you very much if you have. We've only got a minute added on time, so if you've got any final thoughts, please drop them in now, guys, because I will be jumping straight off to get ready for the 3 o'clock kickoff. It's been a very comfortable win in the end by Preston. The game started off really scruffy and scrappy, as you might expect in a derby. But once Preston got their noses in front, they didn't look back and just went for it. And eventually they've come out with a comfortable 3-0 win, and they have a chance to make it 4. Oh, the ball just getting away from them there as the goalkeeper manages to intercept it. Now the ball knocked down the field, and there goes the full-time whistle. And at full-time, it has finished. Preston 3, Burnley 0. So quick look round the grounds, guys. As I say, it's finished 3-0 to Preston here. In the other game, still playing, 82 minutes gone in that one. Crystal Palace 2, Millwall 1. And in the Championship, English Championship, it's currently Blackburn Rovers 0, Norwich 0, Leeds 1, West Brom 1, Oxford 2, Coventry City 3. And in League One, Birmingham still 1-0 up against Wickham, and Wrexham still 0-0 with Bolton. In League Two, 1-1 in both the games, Salford City v Bradford and Tranmere Rovers v Port Vale. Let's have a quick look at the the full-time match stats before we wrap it up. As I say, guys, please do feel free to drop a comment in now if you've got one. Before we wrap it up, and please do hit the like button before you leave, would be appreciated. And thank you very much to you guys that have been kind and positive enough to do so. I appreciate the support, guys. So here we go. Let me just get this on the screen so you guys can see how that game's gone in numbers. Should be coming on your screen now. There we go. So here's how the game's gone in numbers, guys. Total shots 10 for Preston, 10 for Burnley. Shots on target 4 for Preston, 2 for Burnley. Possession 44% for Preston, 56% for Burnley. Passes 290 for Preston, 369 for Burnley. Pass accuracy 70% for Preston, 77% for Burnley. Fouls 21%. 21 fouls against Preston, 17 against Burnley. Yellow cards 3 for Preston, 1 for Burnley. Red cards, none, thankfully. Offsides 4 against Preston, 1 against Burnley, and corners 2 for Preston, 5 for Burnley. So Preston march on into the quarterfinals. Congratulations to Preston fans. Commiserations to Burnley fans. Hope you enjoyed the commentary, guys. If you are dropping in after the show and you want to have your say, that is what the comment section's for. No matter what club you support, feel free to drop your comments below. I will make every effort to try and reply to your comments where I can. And always love to hear from you guys. So as I say, we are a football channel working to build the channel to involve you guys. So the only way we can do that is if you make the effort to drop comments in. So thank you, guys. Thank you for being with us. Hope you guys enjoy the afternoon. Please do feel free to join us on the next one. We'll be back on very shortly for 3 o'clock kickoff. So feel free to drop into that one if you want to. Otherwise, I wish you guys the best for the weekend, for the rest of the weekend. I hope you have a good weekend and stay safe and well out there. Thank you for being with us. Thank you to everybody that has been kind of positive enough to hit the like button. Thank you to the fan dinners. And as always, thank you to Stevie. Take care, guys. I'll be back with you very shortly on the 3 o'clock kickoff. All the best.